Hello, Chester here. So today we're going to explore one of the tournament lists that I found interesting, and it's the Raphael Levy's mono black mid-range deck with Necropotence. So the reason I'm interested in this kind of deck is because this is technically a fair deck and will generate lots of good games of Magic, even though most of the time you're trying to just turn one Necro someone and outcard advantage them. But anyway, what I like about this list it actually has a sneaky combo finish into it. By running two vetoes, veto says that whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So veto actually combos with March of the Wretched Sorrow. You can overdraw 15, 10, or basically a lot of cards with Necropotence or Necrodominance and plan to hit March when you have veto out. If your opponent is completely tapped out, you can basically win on the spot by targeting veto himself or another creature on the board. And it can actually march for a lot because it's running these dual faced cards. At a glance, it looks like a Belcher deck, but it's not. It's only running the best ones. So we have Bogart Trawler here, Fel the Profane, and this is interesting because this is technically a black tutor for an instant. So in a pinch, you can probably cast this to find your mark. And Malakir Rebirth here gives you the option to do some grief scamming sometimes because a lot of cards in this shell is actually pretty good. The card quality is pretty high. So Fatal Push, Inquisition, Bowmasters, Shouldered March, and the Grief Scam, they are all decent, fair game plans that you can run. And with that, you could just naturally cast Necropotence or Necrodominance to refill your hand. And as for the sideboard, I never really understood it at first, but Feed the Swarm takes care of White Leyline for you because Veto actually targets, and a lot of these cards targets your opponents. White Leyline is a big deal for this deck, so you need four of these. The Shutter Flute is generally just good into a lot of matchups, mostly shifting with Lens deck, Show and Tell deck, any combo deck. Duress, another good card that you can run. You could probably get rid of Chrome Mox in slower matchups and plan to play Duress and the Shutter Flutes in order to get your Necrodominance to resolve or Necropotence. There's also Surgical Extraction here for graveyard-centric matchups. Surgical Extraction on Show and Tell is an instant win. Sometimes Surgical Extraction on Omniscience is an instant win. Vexing Bauble is good against Show and Tell. And I'm not really sure if Levy is running this for the Flare Shield back decks, but I do like the idea of trying to run something like this against those decks because this stops Commandeer and stops Flare of Denial. Leyline of the Void, just the best graveyard hate that you can have, assuming you have it on hand, but if you don't open with it, it kind of sucks. It's probably just going to be March fodder at some point. Anyway, let's try to play some games. Okay, we're playing a Necro deck, so hmm. Since we're playing a fair deck, I think this is decent enough. Though if they're a combo deck, this might be too slow, but let's try. Let's play out that and Chromox. I suspect that this might be show and tell. So let's go ahead and just cast the Bowmasters here what we can. Okay, they have the swords. Let's Tamio
No, no! I hit the
Brainstorm.
glass!
That's fine.
Every plane has stories to share. Use your words.
Let's draw three, I guess. Kind of want all of these. Um, I'm gonna get rid of Bowmasters because I might do the combo this turn cycle.
Respect the library.
Let's start with an Inquisition. Okay, that's a lot. I think I'm just killing the Tamio then. Let's draw like 15 cards. Actually, let's just maximize. Okay, let's do this because this means we can play Bowmasters. That's an oopsies. I thought we had another Bowmasters, but that's okay. Let's excel the mana drain. We have three, so let's start with three, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. I miscount. Hmm. Okay, whatever.
I'll find a quieter place to read.
We are bad at math. Oh shoot. I didn't notice I exiled the Vito, the other Vito. Let's just draw three here. Oops, what? Oh, we have Necro Dominance.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
Okay, let's play Bowmasters here. So we're getting 2, 4, 6, 8. Start with 8, then we have 4. We have the counter spell. Yep. Against this deck, we want guessing I don't want much. What are the board? What are the bad cards here? I think it's only Veto. So we can have Juris here. Removal is good against them. I think this is fine. Let's play first. Okay, this is a nice hand. We can Necropotence first or Grief first. Um, gonna take the shield back. Okay, and then we're gonna draw 5 cards. Compared to Necro Dominance, this is way better. Okay, there's our land drop. Let's just cast the Duress here. Let's see if they brainstorm. And it's fine because we're gonna draw cards anyway. We're gonna draw four cards because we don't want these two. Just gonna take Treasure Cruise. Discard these two. Have land drop. I think they have Flare of Denial. So should just use it here. This is fine. Just draw four cards. Nice. There's a way to regain life. So I think it's better to push this. Play Trawler here. Then draw three cards. Because we do want all of the cards in hand. There's another frog. Can attack first. Maybe we should do a mini march. No, I think I'm just gonna fatal push here. Nice. I wonder if I wonder if it's good to bring in Void here. I don't like that they have Ketramos, but I guess we'll still stick to this plan. Maybe I can get rid of Chrome Mox in favor of Vexing Bubble. Or let's just bring in Veto and Leyline. Let's try it this way. I think this is a keep. We have two lands here. Let's pitch the Dark Ritual. They don't draw off a card here. They push. There's a Necro. Let's just King to Dust here. Okay. We can check here if they can counter my Necro. Pest control their mana drain, frog. Okay, that can go. They tap out for Ketermos. We can land a Necropotence. That's perfect. That is gonna bait them out. That is gonna bait out the flare.
Oh no! I'm
Okay, let's play Turkish Bowmasters. Kill the frog. That will eat the counter spell. Not sure if I should be playing this rebirth. Here's the Ketramos. Yes, we forced the issue here. I think we got it in this game. Nice. Killed by their own Ketramos. That was a poor showing game one, but we managed to get there. Okay, going first. This is super tempting. Yes, I think I'm going to keep this. Let's try if this is good. Personally, I would want to try to find a turn one Necro, but I feel like this is good enough. We have double grief. Let's just pitch Fatal Push and Inquisition. Oh, we're missing one card. Okay, this is annoying. So we just passed the turn, I guess, because Arena cashed out on me. I guess it's not all bad. Let's start by playing Grief here. Okay, we're playing against a non-serious deck. Guess we take Reclamation Sage. Perfect. Can draw 7 here or 6. Always remember to put full control because it's very annoying for both parties to have to sit through the passing of priority. I think we can just win if I'm not mistaken. We go veto, draw 8 cards. Play tower, attack with grief. They're at 14. We have 8, 16. I guess we could try again if we fail. For now, I just want to try to have fun. This is not the optimal line, but I just want to go for the combo kill. Okay, resolve all. Put a stop on end step. If we don't draw March, we are dead. Okay, we didn't draw March. I guess we have to work for it. It's really annoying. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. No. I knew we would somehow miss. they try to reanimate Reclamation Sage, we might be just drawing 12 here. Okay, got there. Not really sure what they're doing there, but I guess Surgical and Leyline is good. Is Fatal Push good here? Not sure. Inquisition of Kozilek. Eh, maybe we can trim the Fatal Push. Do it like that. Not a good hand. Where is it? Yeah, I think this is decent enough. We have Grief Scam. I think this is one of the strengths of this deck. You don't have to mulligan to Oblivion for Necro. Take Victimize. They seem to be a reanimator deck. Okay, that is scary. Persist. That is actually sweet. Let's keep the fell in hand. We might need to use this to destroy that. That's really nice. Now they can't hardcast the triplets. Gonna take push. Hmm. Let's just attack. Guess I'm playing Shelly out. Traitor. Oof. All right. Yeah, I see what they're doing there. Think we boarded in correctly. This should be Inquisition instead, and Bowmaster should be Duress. Okay, I think this is fine. Let's play first. Pretty slow hand. Let's mulligan. This is Leyline of the Void. Let's return Rebirth, I guess. Let's just Duress now. Get rid of the pulse. I wonder what they are trying to ephemerate. Yeah, let's cast Bowmasters. We're gonna be drawing 4 here. Okay, let's go for 5. I don't actually want the Rebirth. Let's discard that. This is our land drop for next turn. Could actually still die because they could just mill, or they could just hard cast stuff. Rebirth doesn't work. Go for 5 again. Hmm. Guess I'm discarding 2 cards. Symbol might just hit this with March if they ephemerate. Oh, they don't have an ephemerate. So we just play veto, attack, draw 6. 2, 4, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Targeting our own bowmaster. Okay, they die. Nice. This is actually a tough matchup. We're going first. I guess we have turn 1 Necropotent, so we can't really ship this back. Okay, they're playing energy. Get rid of Guide of Souls. Let's draw 5 cards. Don't want the Bogart Trawler. Okay. Don't think I want Urborg here. They might be playing. Yeah, they are playing Mardu. My god. The Mardu gods. Guess we get rid of Trawler here. Let's draw 5 again. Yeah, I think I'm hitting Pride here. Was probably greedy. I should have instant speed that so that Guide of Souls, or so that I can ping Iragavan. Oh, I'm kind of stuck here. Guess I could still grief. Remove Lurus. Yep, we're just dead. It didn't draw into removal. So against their deck, not sure what we want here. It I do think we are kind of boarded properly already. Yeah, let's ship it back. Let's play first. I think we're just looking for a turn one Necro start. We have to be serious about this. We can't put back two Shellys on the bottom. Let's draw six. We don't have any shuffle effects. That's why it's pretty important to have Shelly. Okay, I think we could play out the shoulder here. Then we could draw six cards again. Hopefully we draw into a fatal push.
May our axes strike as one.
I think at this point I just attack. Let them flip a Johnny.
There is no world where my quarry can hide.
Maybe we scam. This is a problem. Do they care about the Bowmasters? Probably not. Let's just draw seven here. Okay, we have 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21.
I could not stop the coming war.
Let's draw 6. Can chill. Let's do this now. I think I'm just gonna do that and then play Veto. Let's get 3. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, they're dead. 2 for 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hitting our own bowmasters. Nice. I think we're going first. I think we have to mulligan this. I think we're gonna mull to Necropotence again. Hmm. Fuck. Okay. think this is pretty good. Raptor. We have to. I think we just go for 4. How do we beat this? I think I want to draw 8. Ping the pride. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think I just go for 5 for the mocks. I think I need to cast Shelly here. Yeah, I can draw 12. Nice. Welcome back. So we actually won 5-0 already with this deck. I played a couple of games with this deck before recording, and I do like how it all comes together. Link to Dust is really sweet because this can become a draw tree in the right circumstances. And this is also just main deck graveyard hate and a card advantage engine if you manage to not draw into Necro. And I do like a lot of the sweet lines where you can out of nowhere kill your opponent with veto and the march. It's like a mini puzzle of its own, and it's really fun to navigate this deck. A lot of times you are reliant on trying to dark ritual into Necro. Unless maybe you're facing a Thoughtseize deck, maybe I can see not mulling hard for the dark ritual into Necro start. But if you're on the play, you should always try to find the Dark Ritual into Necro plays. On the draw, I can see playing taking it slow. And I don't think I have any issues with how this deck is built. I'm guessing I'm gonna need more games to really have a feel for this deck. But to be honest, before I played this deck, I actually tried to frogify it. So I had this deck. We are running lands that don't hurt us, and we're basically just splashing blue for frog here. We're maxing out the chrome mox. I replaced the bowmasters from Levy's list to run psychic frogs, which is definitely a mistake, I think. I think getting to Dark Ritual into Bowmasters at end step is a pretty good line that generates a lot of value when you're playing Necrodominance and Necropotence. I upped the Waterlogged Teachings, trimmed the Boggart Shoulders, and felled the Profanes. And I completely removed the scam angle, which is probably wrong again. And what I'm trying to say here is that it's not always worth it to splash for Frog, and I think the better splash for this deck is actually white because you gain access to things like Fragment Reality, which can get rid of white ley lines for you. You could also play Sorin Elenda, but otherwise, I don't really want to ruin this deck with Sorin Elenda. I think the option to play the slower game and just to naturally cast Necropotence is an angle you could explore in Timeless. So this only acts as a card advantage engine, and I think that's a good angle to attack the format. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.